Oh, hey! You look kind of familiar. Is this my camera? Oh shit, I think we know what that means, man. What's good? Wait a second, I just need to light off for the intro. Y'all know y'all boy like being dramatic. What is good, YouTube? It's your boy EGF Ron, aka Ron, aka every single girl on this planet says we're recognized with another banger YouTube video. That's what I'm saying. We got a very interesting video. Your boy EGF stumbled upon something in the car with his girlfriend a couple days ago. You know, send me a little TikTok, kind of sparked an argument. So I just said, fuck it, why not make a video out of it? Y'all saw the title, y'all see the thumbnail. We're finna get straight into this video, man. Let me set up my recording shit or whatever. So give me 1 second. Alright, we got it all set up. You can see me, it sees you, you see it sees me, I see you, I see it, and we are here. Let's get this shit started, man. I know y'all ain't here for me, but just to give y'all a little context before we start this video, this man on the screen right here sparked a huge debate in the comment section on TikTok, man. Huge one. Basically, he gave a little story that we're going to react to, and let's just say, yeah, a lot of women calling them things like narcissists. So, you going to watch it with me, I'm going to watch it with you, and we're going to see how this looks. Damn, I don't have my lights on. Wait a second. Yeah, that looks a lot better. All right, let's start it.
I was dating this girl, right, and we were in a fight. She was like, I just don't know how you can hurt me and not care. And I was like, that's not true. I do care. And she was like, no, you don't. And she started crying. It was that real guttural cry. Sounded like her pure life essence was in pain. That real mentally ill cry where you can tell something's not right up there. And I'm just listening. I'm like, damn, I feel nothing right now. Like, nothing at all. And it was so liberating. I told her, I was like, you know what, you're right. I don't think I care. You should probably move on and find somebody else.
Hey, that is cold as fuck, by the way. That's cold. Just for my men out there watching this, don't do that. Don't do it. I'm not saying I'm against, with, or opposed to them. Don't do that. That is kind of fucked up. It's fucked up to say something like that.
She was like, what? She was still crying. I was like, I'm hearing you right now, and it's not doing anything for me. I don't know if I was just, you know, pretending to care this entire time, and then I started believing the fantasy, you know, because that's what society wanted me to do, and it's just, you know, it's so complicated, but, you know, it's just, right now, I'm unfazed. You know, if anything, I'm just annoyed a little bit, but also I like it kind of because it's like, damn, I really meant this much to you. But like at the same time, you know, I guess you're just not the one, because if you were the one, I would probably care. And that's nothing against you.
Okay, that's the end of that clip, but I wanted to stop it a couple more times, but it was only 60 seconds, so I chose not to. I have a question myself for this creator, if you watch this video, or maybe y'all can answer it down below in the comment section. He commented a little bit on the fairy tale or a societal pressures, the pressures from society to stay in that relationship because that's what feels right. I'm assuming that this guy's under the age of 23. He has a decent amount of facial hair, seems kind of intelligent, so I'm gonna give him maybe, he looks like 21, honestly, so I'm gonna give him 21. What societal norm is a 20-year-old stay in a relationship? From what I hear, most people actually under the age of 25 shouldn't date if you're a male. That's the societal norm that I hear. Maybe on a different side of TikTok or social media, but that's what I hear. The second one, the way he worded this, or the way, if this is honest, the way he talked to her was pretty fucked up. Honest though, but kind of fucked up. But I do applaud him, not for the honesty, but for choosing to do the right thing and being honest. Cause I'm gonna give it 1,000 with you. Most dudes in this situation, he even alluded to it a little bit. I want to skip to it.
But also, I like it kind of because it's like, damn, I really meant this much to you. But like,
see, most dudes out there that would have felt that, damn, I mean a lot to you, but she don't mean shit to me, would have dragged her. And that's a fact. We all hear about it. You literally, girls learn from a young age that boys are dogs, and it's the truth. Men are dogs. He was just about societal norms. Societal norm is work on yourself, men, and just have hoes. That's really just what it is. And he didn't fault that. He could have made her his main bitch. He could have cheated on her, but he chose not to. He was transparent. Most dudes would have drugged that girl, real as real. But when you look in the comment section, what do we see? Cat girl, I guess you're not the one. He admitted he doesn't care about her feelings and made it. How did he make it her fault? He was honest. I guess you're not the one. Just talking. Imagine hearing this while you're talking. Yeah, that is pretty fucked up. And that's the thing. That's what got me to make this video. They started calling him a narcissist. I saw a couple of comments saying that he was a narcissist. I don't get it. What's narcissistic about this? She was crying. She said she feels like he doesn't care. While she was crying, he felt nothing towards her. Not say that he didn't feel anything. He didn't like her or anything like that. He didn't feel anything while she was crying. It wasn't like this the entire time because he obviously came to the realization at the end that if he did like somebody or if it was meant to be with someone, he'd feel something when they cried. Meaning at one point, you don't just date somebody if you don't think that they're the one. If you do, you're a bad person in yourself. But you don't date someone not thinking that they're the one at some point or they don't have potential to be the one. Meaning at some point, he felt something when she cried or showed some type of emotions. So don't try and make it seem like he's a narcissist and never felt that way. That just simply wouldn't be true. Being emotionally absent and thinking one day Being emotionally absent and thinking you'll one day turn it on for the one I realizing that's dumb. I just acknowledged it. These comments aren't what you expected it to be. The coldness, men can, and that's the thing. That's the thing. He's being cold for being honest. He gave his honest perspective. Y'all aren't even the girl. He could have been dramatic in this TikTok. I'm dramatic all the time, and I'm not making excuses for him. But again, one thing that I've learned about women, especially on apps like this, and I'm all for women. My girlfriend's a feminist or whatever. If the tables turn, he'll be calling her an evil bitch and saying that whatever. Women do this. Women do this. It's why men don't cry in front of women. It's why men are scared to be emotional in front of women. It's why men are not taught to be emotional in front of women. Because women do that exact same thing. They say things like, man up, don't cry in front of me, get a therapist, etc., etc., etc. So when a dude does it to a girl, it's an issue. And the crazy part about it is the flip side is, like I alluded to in my first point, my very first point, most men that learned what he learned, the good feeling that he got or the feeling that he liked when she cared about him that much to the point where she's incontrollably sobbing, would have did something else. I'm going to say a solid 75 to 80% of men would do something. I could probably call 5 people right now and they would do this same thing. Now, does that say something about me? Maybe.
I feel nothing right now. Like nothing at all. And it was so liberating. I told her, I was like,
one of the things I'm learning about myself is that whenever I grew up around situations that involved a lot of intense emotion, I would often just sort of shut down mentally and emotionally. It's a common strategy that a lot of men tend to use because we're often not socialized to understand how to process big feelings. And so when we see other people expressing them in real time as they're feeling them, we don't know how to handle it. And oftentimes we just either shut down or just emotionally disconnect. But what's so weird about this particular video and others like it is that he's bragging about the fact that he's doing this, or is it?
I don't know if he bragged in that video, though. Would y'all consider what he did bragging? Because I don't consider bragging. I'm not here to stand up for him because I do kind of oppose him being that cold to somebody while they was crying. But I do applaud the transparency that most men are not willing to, like, come forth with because of how comment sections is. Like, in every single one of these stitches, it's a bunch of women kind of tearing the man down. He kind of made an apology video of it that I'm not going to put on the screens. It wasn't a real apology. Just acknowledging all the negative comments that it gained. But I don't really think he was bragging. I think he was just being transparent to the TikTok. I highly doubt that he told her it felt good that she cared that way or anything like that. He's just being transparent of the whole situation. I do agree with this guy so far, though, about men not being taught to handle big emotions, in which I can see how that could kind of fit in this situation. How when she was uncontrollably crying, maybe he just didn't know how to do it, so he felt nothing. But at the same time, it's hard for me to go with that when the man acknowledged that if it was a girl that he wanted or a girl that's for him, he'd feel those feelings towards.
Or he's at least treating it like some sort of like revolution in his thinking that as a positive. I'm no expert, but I'm curious to know how many of the people that related to what he was saying are men who experience severe emotional distress and trauma at a young age and don't realize that this is how they cope.
I don't think that's how it goes, but I do respect his opinion. I respect it.
"It's not the one, because if you were the one, I would probably care." And it's nothing against you.
I always think it's really cute how people who are like this emotionally damaged and unavailable convince themselves that it's everybody but them. No one else can make you feel something. Another human being can't make you.
I don't like how they keep jumping to the fact that there's something wrong with him emotionally because he was honest. I don't like it. Because if he wasn't honest, then he's also a narcissist and fucked up. But when he is all honest, he's still a narcissist and fucked up. There's no winning.
You feel empathy. If you don't have empathy, you just don't have it. You don't have to specifically care about that person as the one for you to think, damn, I'm really doing this person dirty and I shouldn't. That's like baseline empathy.
How did he do her dirty? These women just be making, I shouldn't say that. These people just be making shit up. That's dumb. What? How did he do her dirty?
Which is lacking from you, not the women that you're dealing with. It's going to be woman after woman after woman, and you convince yourself every time that it's them and not you. You don't see a common denominator? I know it makes you feel better about yourself to believe that she's the problem.
When did he say that she was the problem?
I was dating this girl, right, and we were in a fight. She was like, "I just don't know how you can hurt me and not care." And I was like, "That's not true. I do care."
Let's talk about it, ladies. First off, this is narcissistic at its finest.
This nigga's a simp. This nigga right here is a simp. That's some simp ass shit.
Men is gonna make you feel like you're wrong for how you feel, and make you feel like they love you, then turn around and make you feel like you're in the wrong for feeling the way that you feel. And most men do this because they simply know they don't care, but they don't want to feed into your problems, or they don't want to show you that they care, so they just make you feel like your problems are undervalidated or you're wrong for how you feel.
This nigga's a simp. What he's saying is true, but it has nothing to do with this situation at all. He actually affirmed her problem, the problem that she had with him, that he actually doesn't care. He didn't lie. He didn't invalidate anything. He affirmed it. You're a simp ass nigga. That's what we just learned. This nigga right here is a simp.
I told her, I was like, you know what, you're right. I don't think I care. You should probably move on and find somebody else.
He's essentially saying that this girl that he was dealing with said that he didn't care about her. She's crying, quote unquote, guttural cries. And then it dawns on him, you know what, actually, you're right. I don't care about you. I think you should move on and find somebody else. Setting aside a severe and concerning lack of empathy in...
Okay. What he said was fucked up. Did he lack empathy? Yeah. But he was honest. He was honest. Was he as kind as he should have been? No. But he was honest. The truth of the matter is, whether he said it then or the next day, the same reaction was going to occur. If she was uncontrollably crying at that moment, do you think how much she going to uncontrollably cry the next day? Why not get it all out at once? I'm not trying to make excuses for him, even though it kind of sounds that way. I'm just saying, why do y'all keep labeling people? What he did was kind of unempathetic, but how do you say what he says in a nice way? Do you just lie? Do you just not tell them? You can't want transparency and honesty, but at the same time, want to be sugarcoated if it's not as good as you want it to be.
Him, I want to talk about some of the comments. These kind of comments infuriate me, and they're the ones that say, thank you for being honest.
Yeah.
I appreciate your honesty.
You should. Most niggas would have lied. Most niggas would have lied. They would have went along with what they know. They would have went along with the fact that you would do anything to be with them. And you know what they would have did? They would have drug you until you couldn't be dragged anymore. So you are emotionally damaged. You probably won't date for 3 years. Real is real. That's what most niggas would have did. And again, you don't deserve an applaud for that. They're appreciating the fact that most men ain't like this. You don't deserve a fucking trophy because you did something that most men won't do. Doing what's right shouldn't be applauded because what's normal is toxic. No, that's not true. But the fact that he chose to do what was right over the normal is what people are applauding. Not giving him a damn trophy for doing what was right.
It out. Ladies, let's come together and collectively agree that we will stop giving men credit for their honesty when what they have to say is honestly trash.
He's telling it. I can't.
I told her, I was like,
I can't. I really can't. I really can't.
Along the line, men have convinced themselves that just being plain honest is morally decent and good.
Is it not? Is being plain honest not morally good? Most niggas is liars.
I'm here to tell you it is not. There's a quote that says that honesty without kindness is brutality and kindness without honesty is manipulation. And I think this is
what is the, women want men to be transparent. Men want women to be transparent about all situations. Most people want transparency. What is the kind way to tell somebody that you just simply don't care as much as you used to? There isn't one. It isn't one. If you would have just left and ghosted her, it still would have been an issue. I applaud this more than ghosting.
Very good example of that. And I find it really interesting that he says that he doesn't care because honestly, if she was the one, he would care. But I think what he doesn't realize is that epiphany that you're talking about, the real epiphany of it is that it doesn't happen like that. You don't value women as people. That's why you cannot extend kindness in your honesty. So literally, the love of your life could be standing in front of
the reaches that these people are going from a 60-second TikTok is fucking crazy. It's crazy as hell, bro. I'm keeping it 1,000. It's crazy. Let me listen to this one more time. You don't value...
You don't value women as people. That's why you cannot extend kindness in your honesty. So literally, the love of your life could be standing in front of you and you would fucking fumble it because you don't see women as people who deserve kindness and ease and care. You don't. So you would fuck it up.
I was dating this girl, right? And
You can't be serious right now. I'm gonna go ahead and close out this TikTok app on my PC. I'm gonna go ahead and close OBS as you just saw. I'm gonna go ahead and take off my headset. I don't have nothing else to say, y'all. Tell me y'all take on this down below in the comment section, because that just blew the fuck out of me. But that's a little bit of it. I love y'all more than I love myself. I'm posting 2 times a week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, comment down below. Check out all my socials if you're interested in me. If you like how I look, talk, walk, think, blink, you already know what that's up with. So you can become every single girl on this planet's fantasy like me, or every guy on the planet's fantasy like my girlfriend. Like the video if you enjoyed. Comment down below your take on this. Again, I'm absolutely blue at this point. And that's it, man. Peace.